What's going on YouTube? This is Luchasaurus Rex here. I want to do a deck profile on the Shaddoll deck that I just got first place in my locals with. This is a lot different from the glass cannon version I was playing with a couple weeks ago. This is pretty much the same as the last one with a couple modifications. I feel that the main deck is almost perfect for the most part. But like this deck is really solid. I went undefeated today, and we're gonna get straight on into the deck profile. So for the main deck, we played 2 Falco, 2 Hedgehog, 2 Squamata, 2 Dragon. Having the second is very important in this deck, in the main board at least. I don't want to cut this down to 1. Like, I liked it at 1, but having the second one is very important in this deck, at least in this version. 2 Shaddoll Beast, and that's it for the Shaddolls. 10. I don't really feel like you need any more than this. I consider playing a 3rd Squamata, just so I have all the different names, but at the same time, this is solid. Don't run out of Shaddolls. You have plenty of them. This is really good. For the Clowns, 3 Juggler. Change up my ratios a little bit on this. 2 Hat Tricker, and 1 of the Trick Clown. You only really need 1 of this. The 2 Hat Tricker is very important to make rank 4 plays to get over stuff like non-fusion area and stupid things that stop you from playing YuGiOh. So I felt like the 2 Hat Trickers were really important. 3 Mathematician gets your whole deck going. Not really much to explain about this. 2 Maxi keeps you up with your opponent if they're playing Noden or BA or anything like that. Stellar Knight, anything is relevant for the most part. And 1 VLS to steal games with. That's it for the monsters. On to the spells. Playing really standard spells. 3 Shaddoll Fusion. Obviously, you want to see these as fast as possible. 3 L Shaddoll Fusion, because you want to be able to dodge Valk and such. 2 Instant Fusion for Noden. Sometimes Winda. It actually comes up. People think I'm stupid for saying that, but it actually comes up very often where you need the Shaddoll name and you don't have it. So you can Instant Fusion out like a Winda, make a fusion with your Shaddoll or L Shaddoll Fusion, and get the L or regular Shaddoll Fusion back. So whoever wants to hate on that, I don't care. And for the 1-ofs, 1 Book of Moon, 1 Mind Control, 1 Foolish, and 1 Regeki. Obvious 1-ofs. For the traps, we didn't play a heavy trap lineup. We played 6. Playing 2 Breakthrough Skill. We don't play Valor in the main board anymore. I feel like this card's way more utility based than Valor. Seeing it, like, although Valor is a light, this gets 2 uses out of it. So I feel like this card's way more important. Yes, it can be just MST'd, but most of the time they won't have the MST. If they do, they should be winning anyway, because they're blind spacing a good card. It's kind of ridiculous. 1 Shaddoll Core, 1 Vanity's Emptiness, 1 Torrential Tribute, and my favorite tech of the deck, 1 Sinister Shadow Games. This card actually won me a game today. Someone summoned the Infernoid, my friend Tanner. He summoned the Infernoid that pops a back row. I think it's Petrulia or something like that. And I just ended up chaining this and getting so much advantage just from him using that. Well, I had a Wind on board, so that was his only special summon. That's all he could do. He had to pass after that. So this card was an MVP today. I sided out most games 2 and 3, but this card's actually just really good. 40 cards. Hate playing more than 40, so get over it. For the extra deck, played pretty standard extra deck. 1 Trapeze Magician for OTKs, 1 Abyss Dweller for BA, Cosmo, anything like that. Should all mirror match. 1 Castell. 1 Diamond Crab. I feel like this card has to be in the main extra deck, because you want to have this game 1 to answer towers. I can beat the deck as long as I have this game 1. 1 Exciton Knight to blow out things that try to gain too much advantage on you. And a new card I'm trying to teching out is 1 Masquerade. Yes, it is really bad if they have the Valor, but like for the most part, you get around Damage Juggler, BAs, Shaddolls, Valk, anything. This card is insane. It's easier to make with Noden, but for the most part, like 1 normal summon Shaddoll and 2 Hat Tricker is pretty good. So that's it for the rank 4s that I play. I play one Leo. I decided to cut Trish and play a Leo because there's a lot of times where I find myself with a Construct and a Falco, and I really need the fusion back, and I can't make a Trish with a Construct and a Falco. So, and this is really good against BA too. It has pretty good protection on it. I'm only playing one Nodin. This card is insane. If you resolve this card, you should win. If you don't, then, I mean, they wasted resources trying to stop the Nodin play. 2 El Shaddoll window. I'm stupid for ever cutting this down to 1. This card is insane. Always play 2 with this card. It's great against Rogue, great against BA. All around an MVP card. I love the card. 3 Construct, if that wasn't obvious enough. This is your main card, your bread and butter, you know. 1 Shekinaga for Trish and stupid things like that. And 1 Annoyatilis for Nekroz. I only make it against Nekroz. There's been like 1 or 2 times where I've made it against the Teller Knight. Whenever they activate Call of the Haunted, and they just scooped after that. Obviously a 15 card extra deck. And onto the side where everything gets pretty standard too. We're playing double Denko Sekka. Don't want to lose stupid back row. I'm now playing 2 Retaliating C. This card in the mirror match just lets you win. It's good against Infernoid as well. I don't side this in against Nekroz ever because it literally just sets you up to get Trish. So keep that in mind. When you play this against Nekroz, you're literally setting yourself up to be Trished. Don't let that happen. Don't side this against Nekroz. Triple Space Typhoon. Bloodgates, back row is very relevant against this deck. This deck is very vulnerable to back row, so it's very relevant to have these MSTs in the deck. 2 Typhoons for Towers Turbo. Games 2 and 3 you should win almost 100% of the time with all the side hate that you have for Towers Turbo. You don't play much of it, but by my locals, I have a couple people that actually play it, so it's really annoying to deal with. So this card's just great. I started playing 2 Imperial Iron Wall over Lancia. I feel like this card is actually just ridiculous. If you open this against Infernoid, you flip it, they lose. You make an established board while they have a Valk in hand against Nekroz. You flip this, they lose. Most of the time, this card is insane. It's just incredible. We don't play much back row, so 2 Decrees. Usually we'll side out like a Shadow Games and maybe a Breakthrough Skill for it, depending on what deck we're playing against. But most of the time, if you see a bunch of back row, we put these and Dinko's in. So this card's really good. And then finally, Nekroz Hate, 2 Mistake, because we don't want them playing YuGiOh. So yeah, guys, that was the deck profile. Like I said, I got first place with this today at Locals. I played against, what did I play against today? BA, Infernoid, what was it? PSY-Frame. That new deck was very annoying to play against. I actually destroyed PSY-Frame game 2 because I had Emptiness up and a Trick Clown. I just kept poking and not playing any cards, so that was pretty relevant. But what was the last deck I played against? I don't even remember. Oh, I played against Nekroz too, and that was we went to game 3, and it was pretty good. But yeah, so remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you have any opinions or things that you have input on the deck, like any suggestions towards me changing anything. But for right now, I feel like the deck is super solid. Yeah, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Lucasaurus Rex signing out.